Ag Day Weather, brought to you by
One herbicide can't do it all. One herbicide portfolio can. BASF Advanced Weed Control for growers from BASF, the chemical company.
Welcome back to Ag Day, joined by meteorologist Mike Hoffman. Mike, you're planning a trip out to Montana. Maybe not the best week for that. I hear their coldest temperatures of the year.
Well, it'll be very cold. For this time of the year, it's extremely cold. They get this way a lot of times. I'll be speaking to the Montana Grain Growers Association tomorrow, so hopefully have a good time there. But yeah,
it's going to be chilly.
It's going to be a little bit cold, as Montana can get sometimes, but it's usually middle of winter before we start getting temperatures 15 degrees below zero at night. So anyway, there's the snow going on right now. Low pressure system in the southwest portions of South Dakota over the Black Hills at this point. Snow in parts of Wisconsin and Minnesota, but the heavy stuff is going to be back into the Dakotas, eastern portions of Montana, and then, of course, the mountains of southern Montana, Wyoming, on down into Colorado as well. The second system is going to hang back a little while, but you'll notice as we put the maps into motion, the first one tracks along pretty quickly, and so the heaviest snow is going to be right there from eastern Montana, but especially North Dakota and northern Minnesota. To me, it looks like you get a lot of snow out of this. A little bit of rain in the eastern portions of the Corn Belt, and storm system heading up the east coast should stay just offshore. That keeps the folks in the northeast from getting any rain or snow out of that, or at least anything significant. You can see then there's kind of two systems as we head into tomorrow morning. The first one's going to start to exit off to the northeast, so but it's still affecting parts of Minnesota and North Dakota. Second one's going to be putting down some pretty good snow in southern Utah and Four Corner region, as well as much of Colorado. Then as we head through the day tomorrow, this one will start to come out. This one is going to eventually move on through the Tennessee and Ohio River Valley. We'll have to watch that later on in the week. First one, though, is finally exiting off to the northeast. But again, that's very cold air there. We'll show you that coming up. Precipitation over the past 24 hours, some decent amounts, mainly in the higher elevations from Montana southward into Utah and Colorado, but you can see some streaks farther east. Adding on the next 36 hours, that's where we add a lot of it, is across the far northern portions of the plains, a little bit in the southeast, and you can see the higher elevations of Colorado, and a lot of that's in the form of snow. We've already seen high amounts, and we're going to add a lot to it farther south into the southwest and farther east across the northern plain states. Here are the high temperatures this afternoon, and you can see showing up as teens. I think there'll be a lot of single digits in Montana, just so you know. 60s and 70s in the eastern portions of the country, so a two-day warm-up in many places, and then it starts to cool back down. There are the low temperatures, and again, I think the computer models are too warm here. It's going to be way below zero in much of the far northern plains into Montana. High temperatures tomorrow, lots of single digits, but look off to the east. From Cincinnati southward, you're talking 60s and 70s, and the longer range will show the trough digging in out west, but then the cold air comes eastward as we head through the week. More cold air as another trough digs in out west. So it's interesting, we kind of go zonal as we head into next week, but there's still going to be a lot of cold air in the northern tier of states. That's a look across the country. Now let's take a look at some local forecasts. First of all, for Great Falls, Montana, very cold, occasional light snow, high temperature of only 3 degrees. Topeka, Kansas, partly sunny, breezy, and turning colder, high 60 early in the day. And in Syracuse, New York, variably cloudy and rather cold, high of 38.